Good afternoon and welcome to Ballymore Stadium as we get set for a Friday doubleheader showcasing the best talent in the country. And first up, we see State v State in the under-15s. The Queensland Reds battle the New South Wales Waratahs in the first of two matchups between these sides. What an afternoon it is for rugby. Friday, school holidays, plenty of talent on show. Jordan Hughes with you in commentary. Ready for your company across all our Rugby Australia channels. And what a place to play some rugby this afternoon. Ballymore Stadium in all its glory. And of course, the under-16s fixture following this one as well sees the Reds take on Victoria. So that's all to come for you on this doubleheader. But in the meantime, it's all about the Reds and the Waratahs, the under-15s and the Stars of tomorrow. And that paints a picture for you. A perfect day, 26 degrees. There is a bit of rain around, but hopefully it stays away. It looks pretty clear cut for me as you turn our attention now to the two teams, the Reds and the Waratahs. They've got stars across the board, but the Reds up first. They are packed with plenty of talent across all the Brisbane schools making the combinations this afternoon. Up front, it's all about the power. Greyhound, Takai and Grellman will lead from the front. The back row is where you should be looking out for. Oliver Smith, Lachlan Webster and Hugh Stanbury. He is some sort of player, is the skipper. The halves pairing, both from Nudgee College. She's Thomas Gibb alongside Levi Feen. And the back three is electric as ever. Samson Walters and Oliver Potts will round out the under-15s Queensland Reds this afternoon. Their opponents today, the New South Wales Waratahs, made their way down from Sydney, and here's how they line up today, ready to put on a show in the Brisbane Sun. Up front, Connor for the Yati, Gallagher and Tui Gamala will be the stocks in the 1, 2 and 3. Second pairing of Pullum and Haywood. The halves pairing of Riley Carr and Billy Bowen. And once again, it is all about the electrifying back three. Leonard Salter, Larima Ravuru, Siu, and Ethan Mullins on the right wing. New South Wales Waratahs under-15s line up today. Always such a great battle when these two proud states go head-to-head regardless of the age level. Just moments away from kickoff. What is a massive weekend of rugby in this country. Of course, the doubleheader today, we've got the Australian under-18s versus New Zealand secondary schools tomorrow. The Australian schoolboys against the Fiji schoolboys. The 18s are going to go 2 on the trot against the Kiwis after dismantling them by 33 points on Monday afternoon. Then on Sunday, it's all about the grand final, Super Rugby grand final for under-19s, the Brumbies and the Waratahs. And then Super Rugby Oz sees the grand final of the first instalment. The Waratahs taking on the Western Force out west. So that's all to come your way across a mixture of our Rugby Australia YouTube channels and, of course, live and exclusive on Stan Sport, the home of rugby as well. Big crowd coming in as well on a Friday afternoon. Enjoying some rugby. There's plenty of it. Maybe October, but the games keep on coming your way. And it's great to have your company wherever you may be tuning in. The under-16s, Queensland Reds, forming the tunnel for their fellow teammates. And they've been pretty impressive as well. They'll be eager to get things going this afternoon. They had the bye in their opening round, so they will be looking to chase their first win of the campaign against Victoria. Directly following this matchup as well. As we see the visitors make their way out to Ballymore Stadium, New South Wales Waratahs, led out by the captain Wesley Mawala out of Trinity Grammar, the big number 6. One of the keys of this side for the Waratahs. We see the Queensland Reds make their way out to the field, led out by captain Hugh Stanbury. For the matchups today, the battle of the two tens is something to look out for this afternoon. Billy Bowen, of course, brother of New South Wales Waratah Jack Bowen. He's the vice captain out of St Ignatius College, a proud rugby nursery. He'll be steering the ship for the Waratahs in that chief playmaking role this afternoon. Almost set to go here from Brisbane. The Reds will kick off, running left to right on your screen. The referee is ready, Hamish Hunt, the man in the middle, alongside Ziggy Day and Hayden McKenzie. And it's showtime in Brisbane. Waratahs and Reds, under 15s. And we are moving in the hot Brisbane sun in the first week of October. So the Sky Blue, they will get their first crack straight away, is shooting up in the face. There was Grellman for the Queensland Reds.
Take him back.
So back to the pocket for that man, Bowen. And a bit of pressure, but relieves the kick away and finds some yardage over halfway. So now the Reds will bring it back. A bit of a counter attack as well. Taken down just over halfway, and they'll set up their first charge. Left-hand side, they shift it, and there's a bit of space down this left touchline as well, cutting back into the traffic, looking to find a bit of continuity is Digby Ioane. That's a familiar name. Yes, he is the nephew of the great Wallaby, Digby Ioane. So now the Reds looking to mount a charge in the opening 60 seconds as Walters bounces away from a couple and pumps the legs up towards the 22. Good meters there from the 15. Straight away a clear intention to play on the outside fringes. Wrapped up ball and all. So now the big men try to go about their work through Oliver Smith this time. First penalty coming, playing advantage to the Queenslanders. Now for Gibb, it tips it away and big collision in the midfield. As Grellman bounces back, and now some shape to the left edge, and that one can't be controlled there, so we'll come all the way back for the initial infringement.
Offside.
And a strong start from the Queensland Reds, a clear intention, playing from left to right across the field. They want to run this big Waratahs pack around the field. And that's what they've done in the opening 2 minutes as they find the line in prime attacking real estate. Levi Feen, the man from Nudgee College.
That's you.
Number 10 jersey this afternoon.
That's you there. Okay, boys, that's your spacing now. On you, boys.
Stanley Grellman wearing the number 3 jersey, but we'll be throwing in the line out this afternoon. Now steaming onto it, a brutal line up towards the 5. Now picking and going, other Reds willing their way for the opening score. They're over the chalk, but is it down? Doesn't look to be, and the referee agrees. Head up the call, and will be a line dropout coming your way.
Fine.
So back moving. And the Reds have dominated all the possession so far in this opening 3 minutes. So now Colby Walters wants to shift it out to Ioane. Bumps away from one, can't escape the attention of his opposite number, Jackson, who pinches it, but illegally.
Number 12.
Ezekiel Stanley Lingivu making the infringement there.
Inside 22.
Come back just moments ago, was it? A great charge. Nelson Takai came close but short in the end. So here goes the Queensland Reds, and they will get that one all wrong.
Boys, we're going to play it now. We're going to reset here.
I'm going to go again, says the referee. That one
We've held throw. Let's go again.
had a play down in backfield. Yeah, so Stanley Grellman, he's the man playing tight end prop, but a handy thrower. And here we normally plays a bit of hooker, so he's going to be lining up prop, but throwing the ball in today. And
Nice way.
early there from the Waratahs, a short arm for the Reds. And now, can they find first points? They've dominated territory. Can they convert it? Now they shift it. Now they hold up nice. That's a good line. Bounce away from one, lose his footing on the way down. Does Jessamine. And he's cut down short. So now the Reds looking to finish the job here. The big men arrive, hitting and spinning,
No, step back.
heading towards the opener. Now they tip the pass away. Still short the call. Over the line. The referee's going to have a look at it. He wants to have a chat to his assistant. going to be held up again from the Waratahs. Desperation defensively early on. And a goal line dropout once again coming up from the Tars. It's a fair purchase there off the toe there of Bowen. Eventually scooped up there from Sampson, who goes centre field to his playmaker, Levi Fian. Slow ball coming out of that breakdown for Gibb. Relieves the pass eventually. Webster can't control it. Pops up nicely. There's a man who cut the Tars apart just moments ago, William Jessamine, the man from the Gold Coast out of the Southport School. As Webster plays off the fringes as the forwards go about their work. Coming back left-hand side now, straightening into the contact. Quicker cycle, now look to shift it. Fian dummies and goes. Levi Fian. Good shape down the edge. Ioane gets crunched, Bornall. It's a good matchup between those two 13s early on. Both bruising enforcers. Waratahs having a clear crack at that, but the referee says the steal was good, but the high shot wasn't. So now the Reds go quickly through Gibb. High intensity, high velocity in the opening 6, but he's on his own. He's on his own as the number 9. You can't do that because Max Whitster out of Barker College will poach it. And the Waratahs will take plenty of confidence out of that. Plenty of attacking raids from the Reds, and they come away with nil. Max Windsor with the steal. If we come back to live actions, Bowen plays pretty flat there for Brown. And they go right inside as Bowen again just clubs that one over the top and finds some grass in doing so. On his bike is Walters. Back there on his own, and will go onto the toe inside the 22. In fact, he was out, says the referee. Taking it back the call, and an error there from Colby Walters. And the Waratahs now can set up, finally, some set-piece attack inside the 22. 7 minutes gone. And clean there from Pullen. And he gets it down nicely. Now Brown stemming onto it. And that one gets bounced away, but back into the arms. There's play on now for the Waratahs as Connor ends up with it. Lucky stuff there from the Tars. Now going down the edge with their captain, Mawala. Big Wesley. As the Reds try to challenge the breakdown, holding on to it nicely in the end. Now Sebastian Connor again. Another one of these St. Ignatius College members in this Tars side. That one's been deflected. Play on is the call. Was souped up there from Mullins. Now we're playing advantage once more. So the Waratahs building the phases and building some confidence in attack. Now down the short side. Mawala again. And here come the Waratahs. Haywood this time. At a Picnic Point High School. Just short of the 5, the Tars. Looking for the opening score. Bashing their way close is Brown again. Inside 5 they come. Connor again picking and going. There's Riley Carr directing traffic, and now the backs want to crack at it. Bowen's going to try slice his way through. Just Billy Bowen. Cut down, nick of time. As Carr has to go digging for it. And plenty of pressure will come back for the advantage being played. As Billy Bowen looks to get to the mark, he may
Lockdown number 1.
go quickly here as Marcus Grehan, the man pinged from the Reds. So after the Reds dominated all the territory in the opening 5, it's been the Waratahs who looked the most ominous to score the opener. And here's their best chance. Gallagher goes over the top and finds Tuigamala. He's short, just, says the referee. Picking and going, and there's the try. And the first points to the Waratahs goes to the big man, Sebastian Connor. The loose head prop crashes over. It was his front row partner who went very close on the first carry, and then the big number 1 would go one better. Sebastian Connor. Low body height, all power. And he finds the opening score. The Waratahs, 5 points to nil, 10 gone.
Seconds.
The first chance off the tee for Salter. And he looks to fade that one around. The flag stay down, and the score remains 5 points to nil. Leonard Salter there, the kicking duties.
Try for the Waratahs. And number 1.
Same ball, same ball. Go right to a set, not the same ball. Can't play quick.
Kick unsuccessful. Score 5-0.
So 5 points to nil remains your score here in Brisbane. And it's been an exciting start from both sides, but it is the Tars who lead early on here in the home of Queensland Rugby, Ballymore Stadium. So now back into the pocket for Billy Bowen. It's been taken back, so he keeps it in the field of play. Walters, who made that error, that gifted the Tars good chance to attack. Now he looks to stretch the legs and now finds his captain. Cut down nicely there. Stanbury picks it and goes again, does little number 7, but held on. There's the call. And the breakdown pressure from the Waratahs has been all class early on.
Walk in, please.
Straight to Winster. Finds it nice and now look to shift it at the back door. Stanley Legevu now on the outside. Here's trouble. The Tars in full force. Down left hand side. Salter puts on the toe. The chase is coming. It's an argue and it's a fight to the finish line. And it's one from Larima Ravuvu. See you. And the Tars go 2 on the trot. He just wanted that one more. Did the number 15 for the Tars. If you take a look at it from the top, it was straight away intention to play out the back door. They wanted to get on the outside of the Reds, and they did exactly that. Salter has some work to do, and how's this for a kick in behind? But look at the work here. There's 2 Reds players between him. Asked the question about a bit of a shove, but it was a fair contest to the ball, and it was one. Larima, see you. On the board, and the Tars lead 10 points to nil. A kick to come. And the flags go up. The Tars finding some momentum. They lead the Reds 12 points to nil. All of a sudden, the Reds got some work to do. The Tars showing what they can do with their big men up front and out wide as well. And this man is something to behold. Look at him go. Big Brown cuts through, and now he's got the acceleration up towards halfway. Carr goes in the short side. Bowen tips it on nice in Moala. Where's the Moala? Already signed with the Waratahs senior squad. Some sort of future that man has. And that one's been left behind, so the Reds line speed finds an error. And Smith gets collected high. So going to the toe. And that one's clubbed down. And he's going to have way too much on it there from Thomas Gibb. And that's a poor option there in the end from the number 9.
First scrum. Boys, first scrum. Then we see pre-game, we're stable, we're pushing straight. There's your mark.
What I believe is the first scrum in the opening 15 minutes. That's a good contest, but it's a contest that is won by the Queensland Reds. Giving up a bit of size in this pack of the Reds, but it doesn't matter when they have the technique like that. It's a good touch finder there from Levi Fien. Can he be the one to spark his side to get some points? He's directing at his charges. Big line out on the 5 for the Reds, trailing 12 points to nil, 16 gone in this first half. And now the maul gets rumbling. Oh, this is full of momentum for the Reds. And that's how you do it. That's all class. And it will be the captain who comes up with it, Hugh Stanbury. Gets first points on the board for the Queenslanders. The speed and velocity of that rolling maul. A clear intention. That's going to be a part of the game they need to stick to, because that was pinpoint. And the captain scores, and now it's 12 points to 5.
For the Reds was Hugh Stanbury.
20 seconds.
Going to add the extra 2. Needs that one to bend around. Won't do it there for Potts. So remains 12 points to 5, 17 gone. Ezekiel Stanley Lingavu gets this moving once again. And that's a shot and a half from Mulwala. Well, the referee's going to say illegal. On first look, it looked okay, but maybe no arms to call or a bit high. We'll take a look at it. The referee's going to have a chat about it. And look as though the referee's going to go to his pocket here. I don't know about that one. And the captain, Wesley Mulwala, he's done for 10. And this could be a bit of a turning point in this matchup. Tough call for me in the end. It looked to be just below the shoulders. Good shot. But clear intention. If it's around the head, around the neck, the referees will handle it accordingly. So all of a sudden the tide has just shifted ever so slightly for the men in red. As Tafia brings it up and does all the hard work, then leaves it behind in the end. Big Kaya Tafia. Isn't he a man mountain? It's a great carry and then just lost control of it on the way down. Did the big man as the Reds try to crawl their way back into this contest. As we are taking the 2-minute water break due to the tough conditions here in Brisbane. It's hot, it's steamy. And a well-deserved break for both of these sides, which has been a pretty frantic first 20 minutes. Great try there from the Waratahs, spinning it wide, and the Reds show what they can do. Bit of set-piece maul action as well.
Just a 2-minute water break, folks.
Take a look at his yellow card as well just moments ago. Off the restart, you see it here. Jeez, it's tough, isn't it? It looks I can see it's very close to the chin potentially, but Mawala, it's a decent dip. He's been at the hips and he's crunched him right around the chest for me. But it won't matter what I think. The Tars go down to 14 as the Reds try to use this to get this game back into their favour.
No, blue ball, sorry, it's a knock on for you boys. It's a blue ball, it's knocked on. Yep. 1 sec. Okay, time's back. It's 7v7. 7v7. Sorry, we dropped 7-7. So 8 drop, 8 drop. Need to drop an 8. You need to drop an 8. 8 goes in the second. Okay. Let's go. Let's get set. Time's on. Go, Rowan. Crowd. Bind. Set.
Again, the shove comes from the Reds. Look at the scrum dominance from the Queenslanders. And eventually, Card as well, just get it out of there. And the bounce pass to his big centre, Stanley. And then Gavu up towards the halfway. He takes it. Big Ezekiel. So the Tars playing with 14 for the time being. Riley Carr out of Waverley College gets it away to his halves partner, puts on the grubber. It's a good one as well. The races on, but just can't scoop it up there with CU. So first knock on coming from the Tars, so pack down for a scrum to the Reds. Good option in the end.
Hold your weight a little bit. Split. Hold your weight a little bit longer.
Just didn't set up ever so slightly for Larima. Again, pretty measured scrum from both sides, but it comes out nicely. The Fiend shows goes once, twice, then has a crack on his own. And he's on his own. Straight down by the Tars defender there. So it's play on for the Reds. There's now Vukovic alongside Webster as well. Tuck guy out of Brisbane State High School goes. Big tuck guy. Now he strides out, loses his footing on the way down. That one's gone backwards. So a good run there from Big Nelson Tuck guy, but now the Reds under a bit of pressure. Grehan takes it. And it's real messy at that breakdown. But a blue hand makes the error, so it'll be a scrum for Queensland once again.
It's a red scrum, boys. Back here.
So Thomas Gibb in control of it, and he feeds it to his halves partner. Now he gets the pass away. That's a great line up the middle. On the inside is Stanbury. Looks for support. Beats one, does the skipper. Oh, the feet from Big Hugh. Wrestles towards the 22. Now they shift it left-hand side. That's poor. Bounce pass collected in the end from Smith. Takai picks and goes on his own. Then that blind side. Needs some help and arrives there from Sampson. Now the Reds. A chance to level the scores here. Playing advantage one more time. Fiend tips it on nicely there to Tafia. And again, he's so big and so strong, but the loose carries are crueling the big man. But we are playing advantage. Tough fear against a massive charge, but just unable to hold on to the pill, the big man. It's well taken, now the Rolling Maul wants to do what it did just moments ago. Oh, it's a carbon copy, and it's number 2 for the skipper, Hugh Stanbury. And he's happy about that one. This Rolling Maul is tearing the Tars to shreds in this contest. They stood off this time. And just the momentum. Well constructed, well timed. And Hughes got 2. Hugh Stanbury, of course, I'm led to believe a big rugby family for the Stanburys. His brothers play rugby, his sister as well. I believe his dad's a coach. And obviously Hugh was doing great things out here for the Reds 15s as skipper as well. So no doubt the Stanbury family, they'll be pleased with their young man. So Potts, about 7 in from touch, fades that one around. Same result for the winger. It remains 2 points of difference. The Tars holding that slight lead. Allowed to bounce this time inside the 22 for the Reds. But bring it back with a bit of purpose. Tough fear again. Oh, this kid is special. Just reminding the viewers, this is under 15s. Kaya tough fear. So now Walters tries to dance his way through traffic. 25 minutes gone in this first half. 12-10 your score. Now the Reds full of running and full of momentum. Cutting back into the traffic. Now going crossfield, weaving his way through. Oh, the Reds trying to find some space. Great charge. Ioane. Playing on the front foot, down the right-hand side. Now Fiend dummies and goes himself this time. Inside the 40, he takes it. Dummy and go, Vukovic. Gets pretty awkward position in the end, but allowed to get to the ground safely. So play on is the call for Gibb. The settler is taken straight and true as the Waratahs make a meal of this breakdown. Attack guy is there. Here goes in the scrum half. Fiend plays out to his fullback, Walters. Cut pass is a poor one. And it goes forward off the arms of William Jessamine. And it all comes to nothing, but the Reds have shown what they can do in attack. A bit of front foot ball. And they will really test the defensive line. Bit of a miscommunication there between the two centres.
Closing the gap, let's have it back out. Hold your way, please. Let's go. Crouch. Fine. Set.
Again, it's dominance. It's scrum time for the Reds. A bit of a call there from the assistant. A knock on. Picked it up there from Lachlan Webster. At the back of the scrum, or it may have been the halfback. Let's take a look at it. Oh, yeah, it's Thomas Gibb there. Just off the fingertip. Good spot there from the AR. But that scrum for the Reds is causing all sorts of problems for the Sky Blue. But this will help the Tars back to 15 men. Wesley Mawala back onto the field. Trying to finish this half with a bit of confidence. And what a man to bring on, Wesley Mawala out of Trinity Grammar. He's the skipper. And highly rated for a big future ahead. Clean ball for Carr. Away for Billy Bowen, who has a crack on his own and then tries to get the hands free. Takes a hit in the end. So here goes the Waratahs. They go to the boot there of Stanley Lingavu. Down to the throat there of Walters, who will have a crack from his own 40. Gets the offload away nicely. Here goes Jessamine. To the Reds. Looking to have the final say. Walters again, his second touch in as many moments. That's a poor pass there from Colby Walters, and you can see the frustration. There was numbers, there was backs with plenty of pace down the edge, but he couldn't find the target. Misfired at the line out, gives the Reds a second chance through Grellman. And make a meal of that breakdown. Side entry the call from our man in the middle. So Billy Bowen will send that into the old Ballymore stand. Referee says a bit too quick for his liking. So we'll set up and go again. Lucas Liati Gallagher has the throw. You see Jack Corbett onto the field as well in the 16 jersey for the Tars. He's the man that lifts big pulling over the top, but it's misfired once again. So the Tars having some issues at set piece in this contest so far. 31 gone. Good nail biter here in Ballymore. Of course, first of two matches coming away on a Friday afternoon here in Brisbane. As Takai taps and goes quickly. Around the corner they go, Vukovic. Now they play to the electric backs on the outside. Here's one of them. Walters goes through. Looks for support on the inside. Finds it. Through Webster. Now the Reds hunting for a chance to take the lead. Vukovic. Right in front of the sticks, he goes. Switch direction now, right hand side to Stanbury. Now to Ioane, he's big, but he's cut down just in the nick of time. That one's gone forward, says the referee there from Jessamine. And the chance goes begging for the Reds. It's a great ball here, and Ioane down the fringes, an tackle that had to be made. Jackson did great well to wrap up his opposite number. Max Windsor getting some attention. Number 7. Looks to be all good, so we'll keep it moving. So this is a dangerous part of the field for the Waratahs. Their scrum hasn't been firing on their own 5. Look for the Reds here to back themselves and try to shove this one over. Riley Carr for the Tars needs to get in and out very quickly. So that's the number 9. And exactly that, the Reds flood it. Oh, it's easy pickings for the referee. And now Webster goes quickly. Here come the Reds. A chance to take the lead right on half time. And they're going to do exactly that. Marcus Grehant. The big number 1 picks and goes and gets 5. That scrum just decimated the Waratahs. And then look at the number 1 here, just biding his time in behind. He spots his chance, had some work to do, got low, pumped the legs, and Max wins up no match on that occasion as Grehan. We'll add 5 to his name. Reds now 15-12. Kicked the car off the trailing 12-zip early in the contest. So Potts from about 7 metres in from touch. And he gets the Raider on cue this time. Potts gets his conversion of the day in the Reds now. 17 points to 12. Final 60 before the halftime break.
Number 1 for the Reds, Marcus Green. And the conversion was successful. The score, 17 Reds, 12.
So back underway, the Waratahs, Mawala again looking to find a target off the kickoff. Charge down, not much room to work with there. That was dangerous, and Walters going to waste no time and send it into touch. So this is a chance now the Tars to hit right back before half time. Was a risky play there from Gibb, under plenty of attention there from the big 6 and 7. Galati Gallagher with the assignment. It's a wrestle between the two locks, and it's one from the Queenslander. Smith, I believe it was, who pinched it off him. Now crashing it to get some front foot ball. Now I want to shift it on their own try line. That's a good pass. Jessamine and Ioane can't control that one. Floating with danger on their own 5 metres. Oh, the Reds.
Time on the clock. Yep. Oh, he's got play. Fast play on my watch, boys.
So final chance for the Waratahs to hit back, and chance to go to the sheds at 3 tries apiece. But they need to get this set piece right, and it hasn't been looking all too flash so far today. It's Carr. That's clean. And now Carr finds Bowen. Front foot, dropping it back underneath. Steaming onto it is Jackson. To the 5. Now Brown. He'll be hard to stop. Brown releases. Now Bowen again wants to go to the back line. Going to the corner. Bouncing away from one. Hits his own teammate to Stanley Ligavua. And eventually he'll be taken down just short. Now picking and going. Looking for his second is Connor. Can't find it. Brown waiting for it. This is where he does his best work. The big number 8. Well contained. Now they go again, picking and going, reaching, and now releasing. Carr goes to Bowen. His numbers are plenty if they can shift it. That's a good ball over the top. Now the dummy and go. Oh, collects his second. See you. Goes all the way. And the Tars are back. That's more like it from the Waratahs. Bowen knew there was space. That ball there was money there from Jackson. And the dummy, the vision from Larima Ravuvu Siu. Had all the class to go the distance. Alexi's second, and we are locked up once more. To Leonard Salter, a chance to take his side in front on half-time. Salter hits it pretty clean, and the referee agrees. So after a seesaw battle here at Ballymore, the Waratahs do lead the Queensland Reds, the under-15 clash. The Tars, 19 points to 17, half-time. Back with more after this.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds.
Welcome back to Ballymore Stadium. Live action between the under-15s, the Reds, and the Waratahs. It was absolutely a perfect day here in Brisbane. Hot conditions for the players, but it's been great viewing as Waratahs lead 19 points to 17. Let's see how it all got started. It was the big men for the Tars. First it was Turigamala went close, and then Connor. He put his hand up and backed himself in close quarters and would find a way through. Big Sebastian. So it was a hot start for the Tars, and that would continue this time. Get a set piece attack, and it was the outside backs doing an absolute job, and that man started and he would end it in the end. See you. It's good play in the end from Salter off the toe. And look at the desperation here. Fighting through two Reds defenders. A kind bounce as well. And Larima Ravuvu see you would get his first, and the Tars would lead 12 points to 0. But the fight back would begin from the Reds. And look at this. The rolling maul on skates were the Tars forwards. And easy money in the end for the skipper, Hugh Stanbury. Took it all the way home. And it would be a carbon copy on the other side of the field just moments later. And the captain again, the man in the pink headgear, would come up. All smiles for his second. And took the Reds back into this contest. And they would take the lead, scoring 3 tries on the trot. And again, it was the forwards doing a job. This time, Marcus Grehan. He was happy. The big loose head prop found a way over. And then right on full time, the Reds gifting the Tars a chance to attack. And it was all class from Khan Jackson firstly, a beautiful tip pass, and then the dummy and go from Siu would collect his second. And the kick from out wide was even better from Leonard Salter to regain the lead for the Tars. So it's been a sensational opening half for both of these sides. 3 tries apiece, Salter 2 from 2, and the difference for the Reds, Potts 1 from 3 off the tee. And no doubt he'll be eager to clean that up in the second term. So it's all to play for the Waratahs and the Reds. Don't forget the under-16s match following this one. The Reds taking on Victoria to get you started in what is a massive weekend of rugby in this country. Don't go anywhere. The Tars and the Reds under-15s. Second half coming up next. sun is shining here at Ballymore Stadium, and the sun is ready to rock and roll once again. These two sides dishing it out in this first term. Just 2 points the difference between the Reds and the Waratahs as the two sides make their way back onto the field. And what was an exhilarating first term. No doubt more points to come between these two. So the Tars will kick things off. They started the game well, they finished the half well. It was in the middle, it was a bit clunky, so no doubt they'll be try to play the full complement of minutes in this second term as we are off and running. For the Reds and the Waratahs, under 15s. First of two matches over the next few weeks for these two sides. Such a great pathway opportunity. 15s, 16s, 19s, now Oz for the top level. Real opportunity for these young men to play at the highest level is Brown. No doubt this man's going to be doing plenty of that. The big bopper. Hits out of the couple of defenders, but he's on his own. Oh, the little number 7. He's inspirational. He gets to steal the Stanbury. Now he goes quickly. This time through Webster. So the Reds trying to get things rolling in this second half. Dummy and go up towards the 40. As they shift it nicely to Fear. Good carry again. There's a new number 9 on the field for the Reds as well. And the 21, Albie Galbraith. Looking to spark something for his side as well. So just outside the 22 is that guy. We'll shift it nicely. And now Grellman again. Just one out runs for the time being. Trying to find a chink in the armour of the Waratahs. Fiend. Dummies. Backs himself, does Levi Fiend. The man from Nudgee College. Grellman. Again, his first of many efforts in this second half. Walters gets it away to Smith, who hits and spins out of a couple. Galbraith. And the wall of blue holding strong for the time being is Nathan Maher on the field as well in the 19 jersey for the Waratahs. So both sides unleashing the bench in the hot heat here in Brisbane. Greyhound, try screw up in the opening term. Attacking the breakdown pretty heavily are the Waratahs, holding on to it are the Reds. Now Takai hits out of a couple. Looking for a quick ball and too quick for the number 9. Galbraith coughs it up there. Good defensive set there from the Waratahs.
First little issue is angling in. The setup's good. Stay strong and stay square, okay? Some of you boys? Yep. Yeah, grab the set. I think each square for you, please. We're good to go? Raise them up. We're going to stay this side. We're inside.
So first scrum
inside.
of the second half, and what was it? Pretty one-sided battle. The Reds had all the running in the scrum. And this time it's the Waratahs who get the advantage. As Bowman wants to go down the short side through Mullins, who runs out of room. But it won't matter because we are playing advantage. This time Marcus Grehan pinged from our referee in the middle.
I need you to keep your bind up.
So 19-17, if you're just joining us, it's been a seesaw contest. Plenty tries on offer, and that one's not good. So The Reds are gifted an easy short arm. So Reds just going to take some time now to organise their tap opportunity. And they tap and go through Taka, who's been busy. And as I say that, he makes an uncharacteristic-like error. And then the Tars do the same. So after all that, we'll come back for another scrum. Use it the call, and they do exactly that to the man that's causing all sorts of headache to the Reds. Sisu, down a tightrope down the end, but eventually he runs out of room. It was twinkle toes from Larima. The Reds bundle him into touch eventually. Taken off the top nicely as Galbraith holds it up. His big tough fear. Plenty of involvement as Fiend tries to dance his way through the little man. Plenty of heart and tenacity for Levi Fiend. That one's left behind from the captain, and Connor will be there to reap the rewards. On both sides, a few sloppy errors early on. Advantage again. And the tide may be shifting for the Waratahs scrum. They've found some answers, and now the man can spark something. See you. Go straight through. Oh, this man's all class. Larima Ravuvu, see you. Does exactly that. He says bye-bye to the Reds and scores his hat-trick. The tap and go and just give this man time and space. And you can't stand off him. You can't give him a chance because he will do exactly that. The man from Barker College. See you. This fullback can certainly play a hat-trick for the man. And plenty of time on the clock. 24-17, the Waratahs push out their lead.
Seconds.
Not as clean off the boot that time for Salter. The score remains 24-17, 44 gone. And that's a big time result. Chase your kick, working hard off the ball, and that's a win for the Queensland Reds off the restart. Well taken off the top, and now the Reds trying to unleash something, and Tafia's going to be the man to do that, and he keeps his feet nicely as they head towards the try line. Picking and going through Taka. Galbraith gets away nicely as Stanbury takes collision, releases, goes again. A couple extra meters, but the breakdown well contained. So now the Reds dancing their way through. The new man, Joshua Andrews, up towards the 5. So 24-17 is your score. The Reds hot on the attack to bridge the gap. Takai, well contained in the end. Tafia, he won't be. The Tars do well. Swarm all over the big man. There's Grehan.
Step back. Hands up.
Stanbury dummies and pops it away to his fellow flanker, Smith. Advantage again. Stanbury picks and goes on his own this time. He's going to be caught short. Releases. Now they want to shift it to the back line. Levi Feint on the outside. Walters. One more down the edge. Oh, Jessamine scores. The Reds are back in business. And it's William Jessamine. To Red 5 on the score sheet. 24-22. Kick to come. Great work from the fullback, Colby Walters. The angle, the way he caught that ball, just gliding his way against his opposite number, created the 2-on-1 mismatch. One of the easier tries you'll see, scored in the end from William Jessamine. Zach Zarimis on the field as well, in the 23 jersey. He's going to take over the kicking duties. It's a tough assignment first up. And he clubs that. You can just hear that off the boot. It wasn't clean whatsoever from Zach. But the Reds score a pivotal try. It's 24-22, 47 gone. And this match continues to deliver.
That try was scored by Will Jessamine for the Reds. Kick was unsuccessful. And score 22-24.
Back underway, and no one wants that one. Allowed to bounce. As Joshua Andrews does well to get up above the pack for the home side. Now Walters at first receiver. And shooting up in the face there for the Yati Gallagher, trying to force some pressure, and Oliver Smith now back into the pocket for the number 10. Talk about pressure, he's in some trouble here is Levi Feint. But luckily, they're offside for the Tars. So a chance to exit now for the Reds.
Step off, please.
Joshua Keki on the field as well. Goes to the front this time. And it's bobbled, but it's gone backwards. Says our referee. There's Webster. Now Feint to Beer. Now for Walters. Sends a loopy pass over the top. It's a good one as well. Now Digby Ioane in some space. Now the pass down the right-hand flank. Going for the try line. Caught down Zarimis. Cuts it back nicely. Now Ioane. Ioane will go. Oh, this man starts it and now he finishes it. Digby Ioane takes the Reds back in front.
That try for the Reds was scored by Digby Ioane.
Here it is again. This man, he started off nicely, the 13. Ioane got the pass away. Zarimis almost went the distance. CEC with the cover tackle, but great thinking. And now look at the work here of the big man. Cutting back into the traffic. No one wanted to go near him. the nephew of the legend that is Digby Ioane.
20 seconds.
And he's doing an absolute job. The same name and doing the same things that the great Digby did back in his time. Conversion was no good, so score remains 27-24. The Reds scored 2 on the trot. Have a tight lead once more. So once again, they go to the man that just gets easy meters every time, Kaya Tafia. Good tip pass to Levi Afu onto the field as well for the Reds. Holds it up. Does feint. Now Smith lunges his way forward. Galbraith. Feint tips the pass away nicely as Kieki gets moving. Oh, the replacement hooker announces his arrival up towards the 50. Now trying to shift it down that right-hand side. Good options in the end as Andrews loses his footing and gets clobbered for his troubles. Afu. Good contest in the middle, but that one's ripped away from his opposite number. The front row's doing battle, but then it comes back to the Reds. The breakdown work was impressive.
You had an advantage on the last one for that. Yeah, for that one. Holding on. That's not a word. Thank you. Blue 2 sub. Blue 2. Yep. He's getting subs. Boys, blue. Watch playing the arm, please. 20. Watch playing the arm.
Ben Fieldus on the field now for the Tars in the 17 jersey. Places Lucas Viliati Gallagher. So the Reds safe of that line out. And now full back line set to the left. Then it goes straight away to Tafia. Now they go around the corner. Toby Bretherton on the park as well. Galbraith goes to feint. Attacks the line, does Walters, and he beats one. Now accelerates through 2 and 3. Does Colby Walters. Potts got a good hold of him. Now Galbraith. Bretherton again. The Reds now full of momentum and full of running. Looking to score their 3rd try on the trot. Andrews on the toe this time. Puts it in behind and bobbled but collected in the end. And taken back there from the Waratahs. And now to be a 5-metre scrum coming up. And a great place on the field for the Reds to mount an attacking charge.
Again, better picture. Same square. Same free game now on. Same square. Crouch. Bind. Set. Right down. Reset. So open up the gap on this side. Bring your feet in under you and bring your bind up, please. Give him some room, please. I'll step out your way. Crouch! Bind! Set!
It's a great chance now for the Reds. Galbraith has a clear crack at it. Now he plays long and flat to his playmaker. Shows and goes on the outside. Jesterman gets jammed as CUCU shoots up and makes an important hit. Now around the corner, Stanbury gets whacked there from Moala. And it's been stolen there from the Waratahs. Andrew Larkin over the top of that one. as Billy Bowen eventually clubs that one downtown. Allowed to bounce as Fiend has to go a long way looking for it. It just keeps on rolling. And that's about a 60-minute kick on the fly as run straight into the contact.
You're on the body, mate. Step back.
Slow ball coming and eventually gets it away nicely.
Take it back. Okay, white, red. Blue retreat. Blue retreat.
Bowen puts it behind. Bowen's got some clear grass in front of him, but the touchline's going to win the race. Good vision in the end from the Tars playmaker. He knew the fullback was chasing through.
Okay, 13 blue. Number 10. Yeah, he's coming off the side. Just wait, we're letting subs. Take the line, please. So red, you've got the line. Thank you. Let's go.
And clean off the top of the line out. There's Tafia again. He's just their main man to get him over that gain line time and time again. And now the backs do this on the fringes. On the outside, one-on-one contest. Over the 22 they go. Over the 40, up towards the 50. A cut pass is a good one. Now for Walters. Walters going crossfield. Needs help. Needs plenty of help. Now he finds it on the outside. Zurimus going for the corner. Oh, it's a thing of beauty for the Queensland Reds. Try line to try line. That's how you do it. And Zach Zurimus gets the score. No, the Reds lighting it up here under the sun at Ballymore. It was great play from Jesseman. He found his man on the inside, Walters. And the patience of this man not to overthink the situation. He knew the help was coming. He had to bide some time, and he found it. As Zach Zurimus had a great finish in the end. He had some work to do and just lunged out and gets on the score sheet as well. The Reds have come out absolutely on fire in this second term, and now they have a handy buffer. 32-24 as the try scorer will line up the extra two.
20 now.
From out wide, plenty of distance on it. The radar not on cue. The score remains 32-24 as we just take a moment here for a quick water break. And I think we all should do that because that was one almighty try from the Reds. And it all starts from Kaya Tafia, the big man in the midfield. Just gets on the go for it every time with his carries, keeps his feet, attracts defenders, and then allows the back line to do exactly that and shift it to the edges and play left to right. And incredible rugby union in the end. As we head into the final stanza of this matchup, 32-24. And just reminding, stick around, coming up next, the under-16 Queensland Reds will be action against Victoria for Super Rugby under-16 to wrap up your doubleheader on your Friday afternoon of rugby. And as you know, it's wall-to-wall rugby. And tomorrow, it's all about Australia versus New Zealand tomorrow because we've got the Australian schoolboys in action. They take on Fiji, but then it's Australian under-18s against the New Zealand secondary schools. Looking to go 3 wins on the trot against the man from across the ditch, which will be some sort of feat for the green and gold. That's live from 2 on Stan Sport and your Rugby.com channels as well. And then followed by the big one across the Nullarbor over in Perth. The Wallabies, their last test on home soil, taking on the New Zealand All Blacks live on the 9 network and Stan Sport as well. More to come tomorrow as we come back to action here in Ballymore and seeing plenty of exciting football in this matchup as well. So the Waratahs need to score first to get back into this contest. Still plenty of time.
Down blue.
So again, they go to their go-to man in the midfield. Again, on the front foot, and now they're going to shift it again. This is what they do so well, the Reds. And again, getting to an edge nicely as you want it. Up towards the 40, here goes Galbraith. Now Afu gets jammed pretty hard by some oncoming traffic. Galbraith again. As the forwards unleash their skill set. Vukovic this time. Fiends, he's seen enough, wants to play down the right end of the field and plugs it down the throat of the one man you can't afford to give time and space to. See, this time he elects to go on the toe, does Larima. It's a fair purchase, needs a bounce. It'll sit up in the arms of Fiend, who pops it away to Walters. Walters on his own here, almost escapes the first, it can't do so in the end, so now the help needs to arrive for the Reds. And it does, as Galbraith gets charged down. Oh, work to do here for Andrews. He saves the day. There's Joshua Andrews now back in their own 5. Oh, the Reds need to be composed here as they get to a pocket, and this time they find the line.
No advantage.
It's pinched once again
Hold here, blue, hold.
from the Queensland Reds. So now they look to clear it away. They need to get out of trouble. Oh, that's not how you do it. Connor picks it up and now pops it away. Oh, Corbett going to score one of the easiest tries ever for the big man, Jack Corbett, as the front row combine. The Reds, they never looked composed and organised in their exit kicks. And finally it goes all wrong. Let's take a look at it here. The charge down was Fielders, and then Corbett was there to reap the rewards. The 16 and 17, the two replacements, linking up superbly. And once again, it's game on. 32-29. Some sort of game.
20 seconds.
Salter sends it on its way, sends it all the way through. 32-31. Back underway. And it's a contest in the air. It's gone back of a red hand, but into a blue arm. Haywood was there to scoop it up. So the try scorer in the midfield, Corbett, gets a good pass away to Stanley Lingavu on the outside. Here he goes. Now he beats one. There's support. They're everywhere on the man in blue. Now Salter bobbles it. Has it gone backwards? I don't think so. And Leonard Salter. Oh, the try goes begging for the Waratahs. There was 3 players on either side. It was take your pick. And they can't get it right. And the Reds survive.
Okay, you bring your feet underneath you, overextending. Crouch! Fine! 6! Hold 9.
Off the back goes Bretherton. And, oh, that's a good run from the base of the scrum. And punches towards the 22. Fiend. Quick hands will do the job here, and that's the way they go. Jessamine down the fringes. Good tackle around the legs there from Mullins. Fiend again for Afu. 1 point the difference. 7 to play. Galbraith under close attention, playing advantage now. Oh, Digby's through. Digby Ioane's through. Now he goes straight towards home. Oh, Digby Ioane gets the fend going, and see you wraps him up. Shovels it out the back door, and play on is the call. The Reds still remain in possession, leading by 1. Stanbury goes across the face to Jessamine. Jessamine holds it up nice to Andrews, cuts back in, back to Jessamine, and he's wrapped up from his opposite number. Needs to get the ground here, and he does. Galbraith looking for runners and finds one through Bretherton. Picking going towards the try line. Go the Reds! Oh, it's all too strong. Kane Kinnaird fresh onto the field, and a fresh 5 for the Queenslanders. He just backed himself from there to the big 19. Kane Kinnaird. (37-31). This game continues to produce. So Remus, important to get this strike. He hasn't had a kind day so far.
Try scored by number 19, Kane.
Fades that one around and fades it left. So no luck off the tee. But the Reds still hold that slightly. 37-31 as the clock ticks down. Final 4 minutes.
Offside, please. You just step.
Here's Cruz Holmes. Gets this rolling.
Step back, Blue.
So wobbly pass there as Afu picks it up on the bounce.
Advantage.
And isn't he an abrasive character? Advantage
17 high.
against Ben Fieldus for the Tars. Ping for the high shot.
High, number 17, Blue. Slow. Wait. I think it's talking off the kick. Don't slide in the team. Just work hard, take the extra step.
So clean off the set piece, and this man's getting through a mountain of work today. After some early errors in the first half, he's really fixed them up, and he's been unbelievable with ball in hand, tough figure. And now this man's been offering much of the same. Ioane pops it away nicely. Andrews will pump the legs over the 50 for the Reds, trying to wind down the clock and looking for that knockout blow. Afu, and he's ripped away there. Good steal there from Larkin, giving his side a chance. Onto the boot they go. Perrott wants to play the right end of the field. And the chase is coming, and it's just going to go into touch. That's a good kick. And that's a 50-22. Oh, that is unreal from Levi Perrott. He was borderline where he got the purchase away, and it was absolutely clutch. And now a great chance. It's 6 points the difference. A converted try could win it here for the Tars. Bowen goes across the face, pops the pass out the back door, and that's a big time error. Nathan Maher with the error, but it wasn't a great pass there from Bronson Tupu. That was a great chance for the Waratahs. But the Reds still not out of trouble yet. They've had troubles exiting all day. And a shove coming from the Tars, but it gets the release they wanted through Walters, who gets a manhandle there from Tupou. Looking to wind down the clock. That one's bobbled, but referee's going to say play on. Oh, the Waratahs get the steal. Stanley Lingavu taps and goes quickly. And here he goes, the dynamic number 12, looking to win the game for his side. He's short. The Waratahs looking to steal it. Goes close. Does Connor. The forwards are queuing up. The captain, Mwala. Can he be the hero? Still short. Bronson Tupou goes digging for it. He's big. He's abrasive. Tupou's over. Bronson Tupou is going to steal it for the Waratahs. Oh, big Bronson. (37-36). A kick from virtually right in front to win the game. Leonard Salter will be the man with the duties. No doubt the Reds will try the charge down here. This game deserves this finish.
20 seconds.
Salter for the win. And the Tars will steal it here in Ballymore. It's a Ballymore blitz. And the Waratahs will finish on top. What a contest. The Waratahs, 38. The Queensland Reds, 37. That's what it's all about. What a game. A game that you probably didn't think the Waratahs could win in that second half. The Reds had all the running, but they just kept in the contest, kept in the fight, and kept within reach. And a costly error by the Reds in those final stages gave the Tars a chance, and a chance they would take. Let's check out these second half highlights because there are some absolute crackers. Now, bear in mind, it was 19-17 at half-time. And this man, who's been the star of the day, Siu, this was his hat-trick. The tap and go, you give that man time and space. But the Reds, they would have all the running in the middle of the game. Chris Paslaka to the Eds, and Jessamine will get his name on the score sheet as well. And the class kept coming from the Reds. This was an absolute beauty over the top. And Digby Iwani, the 13 for the Reds, he was a classy finisher. And Zarimus, he'd fall short, but he put it back to Big Digby. And Digby said, I'll do it myself. So the Reds had two on the trot, and they had a handy lead. And then they did this. This was the try of the day, no question about it. Jessamine on the fringes, the inside centre. Patience and poise, but the calmness of this man here, Walters. He had to bide some time. He knew the help was coming. And did it come all right? Zarimus was out wide, and the man with the skills, the footwork, and the flying finish, the Zach in the corner. And then this was a chance that really, in the end, cost the Reds and came back to hurt them. A sloppy exit from the Reds, and Jack Corbett will be the man to keep the Tars within reach. And then again, the forwards from the Reds doing a job. That time was Kined. And then Bronson Tupou right on full time with the knockout blow. And of course, Salter would add the extra two for the win. Now that is rugby at its very best. An absolute shootout in the end. And these sides will meet again next week, which will be an absolute cracker. There's the full breakdown. So the Reds score 7 tries to 6, but still lose. And the key stat there is the kicking duties. 1 from 7 between Potts and Zarimas. That was the difference in the end. And the Tars hold on to a 38-37 victory. So coming up next, the under-16 clash, the Reds and Victoria coming up very soon. In the meantime, the Tars too good in the 15s. Back with more very soon.